Howdy viewers, Brad, proprietor of Barstool Entertainment, doing another Red Dead Redemption 2 video. This is a hunting type video, a location where Arthur or John can find a lot of deer and boar and even some small game hunting. And it's kind of one of my favorite hunting spots when trying to fill out and build the satchels, because you can get a lot of deer pelt and even a couple buck pelts, because that is what's necessary to make the tonic satchel and eventually Legends of the East satchel. So let's get on with this video and the hunting area. On the map, this place is Eris Fields, Ringneck Creek, this area where you go fishing with Javier. It is rich with life, and I usually bring a Springfield rifle and varmint rifle to hunt. And there's deer all over the place, turkeys, again, smaller game. And you can do a lot of good hunting around here. A 3-star white-tailed deer, if I can get a clean kill. It's a pelt that is needed for a lot of things, especially satchels. And yeah, this is a great area to do some hunting. Okay, now I'm going to run the pelt back up to my horse. You don't want your horse to come into this area. You want to have your horse sitting outside in an area where you camp normally or do something, and you want to bring the pelts to the horse. It's a long walk, but worth it. And then the other thing is, once you are outside of the forested area, if you look along the ridges, you can see deer and even buck. Like this case of 3-star white-tailed buck. Now I want to get a good shot at it. As you can see, I am outside the area, but in this general area is a lot of deer, boar, small game, again, very rich for hunting. And you want to save, because you don't want to lose these pelts if something for some reason happens to you. You want to do a save. Another somewhat large animal you'll find here is wild boar, and there's a cluster of boar. They kind of broke up, so yeah, nope, that's 2-star boar, not worth shooting. Okay, a 3-star wild boar. I probably should track it, but I've kind of lost it. I'm going to try and move toward it, potentially get it. And again, a 3-star wild boar. Okay, sometimes moving outside the area and moving back in will reset the type of animals that appear. I see some boar here, and I'm going to try and maybe, if they're 3-star, take one down. I switched to a varmint rifle and trying to get this badger. It's a 2-star. I probably shouldn't have shot it. It's now useless. But you do need a badger pelt for one of the satchels. And again, you can find these badgers in this area. The whitetail buck tends to spawn in this area, not necessarily a 3-star, but again, this area is a good place to find buck and deer, and I can find a 3-star deer. I want to try and get as clean a shot as possible.
Damn it.
Okay, a muskrat, poor pelt, stupid shot, but you get the stringy game meat. And again, I'm just going to discard the pelt. These are one of the smaller animals you can find around besides rabbit and even squirrels. So, yeah, in this area with a varmint rifle and small game, you can find them.
There you are.
In this area, a buck spawns, and it might be a 3-star. I got lucky on this one. A 3-star spawned, and it is in this area. Yeah, you come into contact with a lot of wildlife, and they'll tend to come at you and knock you down. Yeah, that pig, yeah, he got his revenge. So, yeah, not going to bother chasing after him. I'm going to see if there are any other deer along this ridge. Okay, the boar cluster has reset, and I'm going to try and see if I can get a 3-star boar out of this. Again, you need boar pelts, and yes, I've got a 3-star boar pelt. I've managed to rack up a lot of pelts, so I'm going to save so I don't lose them if something really does happen to Arthur, like he comes into contact with Lemoyne Raiders or somebody else and he dies or gets run over by a animal or something. But yeah, this is a good area to hunt. Another perfect buck pelt right near where I had already shot a perfect buck. They do spawn in this area. Again, a lot of white-tailed deer spawn in this area, 3 stars, and I've loaded up my horse with I don't know how many pelts at this point. So I've decided I'm going to make camp, head back to the main gang camp, and hand in the pelts. That way they're secure. And Pearson, well, again, he can craft satchels. Now I'm going to say there's a way you can deal with Pearson and understand that some pelts you can keep to sell to the trapper because, yeah, if you give them the Pearson, you've just given them to the camp for funds. Now, when you're interacting with Pearson, you naturally want to donate the meat for the camp. But then you have stuff like this. You can donate for crafting or donate stuff for funds. You don't want to donate for funds. In this case, the rabbit pelts I have, the deer pelts, donate for crafting, donate for crafting, donate it for crafting. And again, donate it for crafting. This says donate for funds. I'm not going to donate the buck pelt, but I'm going to donate the boar pelt. Now, the buck pelts, I'm going to bring back to the trapper to sell and make some money myself. And that way, you got to be careful. Just donate one pelt at a time. Otherwise, you end up giving it to Pearson for funds, and it doesn't do Arthur any good. If you found this video informative and you like it, hit the thumbs up button. Feel free to leave some comments. If you like this type of video, hit the subscribe button and bell icon. I post several video game related videos a week and you want to stay informed. As always, I'm Brad, proprietor of Barstool Entertainment. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and thanks for stopping by.